Hi, my name is Nick. We're here today to do a new staff picks video. So we have some really great books picked out here that we're going to talk about. So I hope you enjoy.
I'm Katrina. I'm an assistant at the Worcester Library. The book I'm doing is A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Backman. This is about Uwe, who's a cranky old man who doesn't really want to live anymore, and he's dealing with the loss of his wife. And so it's the story of him going through that and then learning that he isn't as heartless as he seems to be, and making a lot of friends along the way.
Katrina, who is your favorite character?
Uwa's cat, because he didn't really like cats because his wife used to love cats, and then all the cats would remind him of his wife and it made him sad. So then he tried to kick out the cat, but then the dog beat it up slowly.
I'm the children's librarian at the Worcester branch, and I'm talking about Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. This book is a collection of essays that he wrote for the Natural History magazine between 1997 and 2007, and astrophysics isn't really known for being the most accessible science around, but Neil deGrasse Tyson tries his best to make it as accessible as possible. He uses a lot of pop culture references, and he tries to explain it in as plain of English as possible. It's still pretty dense, but he tries so hard to make us understand. He prefaces the book saying, "The universe is under no obligation to make sense to you." So if you still feel lost at the end, that's probably normal. From tiny atoms and quarks to the periodic table to just the view of our entire solar system, he explains how an astrophysicist sees the cosmos. My favorite chapter, he talks about the planet Earth, kind of like how we talk about seeing other planets and how tiny we are, even though it's everything we know. So it's a really cool perspective to get from him. If you're a fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson, or you like a little pop culture with your science, this book is a really great quick read. If you don't have time to read it, he also narrates the audiobook, which is available on CD and on Hoopla.
Can you tell us some more about Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, he is an astrophysicist with the American Museum of Natural History, and he's the director of the Hayden Planetarium.
Very exciting. Hi, I'm Miriam. I'm an adult librarian here at the Worcester Library, and today I'm going to talk about When Dimple Met Rishi. This book stars two protagonists, Dimple and Rishi, who are both of Indian descent. And Dimple is very much into coding, and she likes all of the computer science things, so she's trying to get away from her overbearing mother for the summer before she heads off to college, because her mother is very much about her finding the ideal Indian husband. And so she ends up going to this InsomniaCon summer program at San Francisco State University. And there she meets Rishi on her first day, who's also of Indian descent, and he's there because he's going into computer engineering at MIT in the fall. So he's there for the program to be a great thing on his resume, but also because his parents sent him there because they know that Dimple's going there. And so he shows up, and he ends up proposing to her on this first day because he's like, "We're supposed to get married," and she's like, "Excuse me?" So Dimple now is just trying to spend the summer at InsomniaCon. She wants to win by developing some kind of app, but she gets paired with Rishi, so the two have to work together, even though she doesn't want to have anything to do with him, but they become unlikely friends and allies. And so the book is about them working together, and it's about their Indian culture and heritage, and it's a really great little summer romance, if you're looking for one. All right, so just check out When Dimple Met Rishi.
Miriam, what is she drinking on the cover of the book?
So she's actually drinking coffee. I don't know what kind of coffee, but it's actually cute because she really likes coffee, and going to coffee shops is a big thing for her. And so she actually has a cup of coffee when she meets Rishi, and he asks her to marry him. And so she dumps the coffee on him, and like on the back cover of the book. So it's pretty funny how they have like such a cute little meet.
My name is Nick Starr. I'm a children's librarian at the Worcester branch, and today I'm going to talk about the comic series Giant Days. So the first 12 issues of the comic run through volume 3 of the series, and that covers the group's first fall semester at Sheffield University, which is what the comic series is about. So it follows 4 friends, Susan, Esther, and Daisy, 3 friends, Susan, Esther, and Daisy, as they go to school in Sheffield University in England. So the first half of the series so far is covering their fall semester, and it covers a lot of encounters that, freshmen or first years in college deal with. So it's a lot of scrambling to figure out how to live as a young adult on your own without your parents in a strange place, because none of them are from that area. And there's a lot of what do you do if you're sick and you don't have your parents to baby you, or relationships, or having to actually do schoolwork without anyone having any accountability. And it's actually a really funny series. It's really good. And despite the fact that it's written and set in England, there's not really anything that kind of alienates it. Like, there's no real jargon or anything, or issues brought up that aren't really universal. But the first half of the series basically runs through their first semester. So you have at least 12 issues that are just taking place during their fall semester, and then the 13th issue starts with them coming back from their winter break. So it's a really good series, and you can get this on Overdrive as an ebook copy too. Thanks for watching today. If you would like to check out any of these materials, you can stop in at any of our locations, check us out online, or through Hoopla and Overdrive.